with him full-time in Thailand. Also threw a few shots at Nique's parenting, stating that Kaiser is getting away with a lot there, including cursing all over the internet.
I think that be fucking with me a lot of time because I look at it like, why not my son can't live with me? You know? Why it sounds so flawed if y'all saying that he needs his daddy?
Comment down below. Does Nique and King have joint custody? Like 50% of the time to him, 50% of the time to her? I don't know, because I don't really keep up with them. But y'all wanted my reaction to this? Some type of text message? I don't even know what the fuck's going on here, okay? I just know a lot of people are getting on King's ass. I don't know why, but let me watch.
Son, like, I love you. Always have and always will. I want you to live with me. You want to live with me. That's cool beans. You know what I'm saying? That's something I'll make that happen. Me and him just had a whole conversation. We both was let down on that. That's not going to happen. Okay, cool. So it's like, what can I do with that? When I was living in the States, and I had certain situations that I was being honest, I was being very transparent, I was being honest on my part, even if the shit killed me, to be like, hey, I don't have this, I don't have that, but that don't stop me from being a parent.
Right, of course.
Materialistic stuff do not make a parent.
Of course.
As long as you giving love and you there and you showcasing and saying, like, and you letting your kid know, feel you in the heart, no matter what the situation is, that's all what matters. You don't have to buy the best of the best stuff for these things. As long as you have a connection and you able to tell your kid and honest with your kid and say the truth on how you feel with your kid and have that emotional connection, that shit will go so far than buying your kid something that they gonna get tired of if they want something else. I
will say this though, you put a lot of stress on your situation to be able to see your kid easier by moving to Thailand. I know it's a lot cheaper, but is it worth the expense of you and your son's relationship as far as being able to access each other a lot quicker? Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
My kid, I want my son to be able to be with me as well. My son is online cursing. I don't pertain that. My son, my kids.
Anybody out there as a kid cursed? I definitely did. You know, I mean, I grew up in a household where cursing in front of the parents was disrespectful, but I still ended up cursing. So that's gonna happen. And I can't judge nobody's parenting style. Some parents think it's absolutely okay for their kids to curse. Let me know what you think in the comments.
It's a reflection on me and the parent. Simple. I don't play that shit. I don't like that shit. My people, my mom and my daddy, man, I would. If the internet was how it is, and I was online cursing and storming and doing all that shit, my ass would be tore up.
Well, now Nique is responding because she's claiming last month she hit King up and asked if he can plan a trip out to America to spend a week with Kaiser, claiming that it will be very beneficial. That's when she stated King started going off about all of these things with Kaiser moving to Thailand.
It was like a whole thing. Like, I kindly asked him, like,
we already know Nique is not having that shit.
If you need help, to come down here and spend some time with him for a week so that he can feel your presence by yourself, then I feel like it'll be really meaningful to him. And from there, he just started this whole rant about him wanting Kaiser to live with him permanently or stay with him for a long time. And just this whole thing, I thought it would be handled off of line. Obviously, all our family matters just spurs to the internet. So he went on a whole rant on Twitch talking about how, I guess this is the video.
I don't pertain that. I'm saying my kids is a reflection on me and the parent. Simple.
So, y'all all know there's a video of Kaiser going around saying hell and damn when I gave him the camera. I'm not justifying Kaiser's actions, but we all know, none of us who are active parents know that we're not perfect all the time. We can't control our kids all the time. You know what I mean? And so I feel like it's so easy for somebody who's not being an active parent to judge an active parent. You know what I mean? He's just trying to shun, like, that Kaiser is so problematic over here and he's a bad kid and he's cursing and he's doing all of these things.
I actually think Kaiser comes off as a very good kid. Like that one clip that I saw where she was at the drive-thru and she damn near spazzed on the bitch on the drive-thru, like through the teleprompter, the speaker, the drive-thru speaker. I thought that he was very well behaved. You know, please, thank you. You know, you could tell he's very well mannered. He's a good kid. That's just what I thought of the situation. And like I said, there's a lot of good kids, and we cuss. We cuss because, for one, we're curious, like, why is it such a big deal? And for two, just kids, we like to experiment with bad things. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we doing this? Oh, we're being bad. We like doing that type of shit as kids, okay? Even as adults, we like doing bad shit sometimes. So, you know, it doesn't make the kid bad just because the kid does kid shit, like curses. You know, we pick up shit like that from all over, not just our parents, but also our playmates, school, society in general, the radio, TikTok, whatever they have access to. Kids are sponges. So you can't really blame Nique and whoever she's dealing with. I don't know if she's dealing with anybody. But could he have gotten some of that from Nique? Yes, but once again, hey, everybody's parenting styles are different, and some people don't see the big deal with it. So let me know what you think in the comments.
And in all honesty, he's just a normal young boy.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And I don't think
That shit is like, come on, it's benefit. In so many different ways, so I can teach you the right.
And I would say that King is being dramatic, but at the same time too, just trying to put myself in King's shoes. It's probably very difficult to be away from your son for long extended periods of time. But once again, that goes back to the main fact of the matter is you moved your ass way out of the motherfucking country to goddamn Thailand to live your dream and save money. Hey, that's fine. I'm not here to judge you for that. But at the same time, you should have taken into account how much of a toll this was going to take on the relationship that you have with your son. It just is what it is. You know, you got to weigh your pros and cons with the situation. And it seems like he's enjoying Thailand, and now he wants his son to be there in Thailand with him. But, you know, I don't think that's the way it's going to go. You know, I feel like in the court's eyes or in society's eyes, the child should be with the mother. That's what I think. You know, in most cases, they're going to favor the mother. Even though I do feel like it is very important for a son specifically to have the father in their lives, maybe even more so than the mother. But let me know what y'all think.
And I think that's true. He said he wants to be him. He wants to be here for him in different ways, which I understand that. I feel like it's important for a boy to have his father.
100%.
But I don't think you should take the son away from his mother just because you decided to move to another country.
You know, King wasn't feeling Nique's response, and
I honestly see both sides.
he responded back, even asking why would he have to come back to America alone. Saying that he never asked for full custody, but he wouldn't be opposed to Kaiser coming and spending a year with him out in Thailand.
I'm like, he's eating, he's talking to me with a mouthful of food. I'm like, bro, like, when you after you're done eating, call me back. No problem, I'm gonna be here. I'm always here, just call me back.
Bro, what? Come on, bro. We're being overly dramatic at this point, dog. Come on, man.
Just call me back. He finally, okay, Dad, I'm gonna call you back when I'm done eating and stuff. All right, cool. Boom. Hangs up. Maybe like, man, I don't even know. Maybe like 25, 30 minutes after that, I get a text message from her. Boom. Friday, March 13th. Kaiser called you, no answer. You was rushing him off the phone. Lately, he been saying, basically, you left him for dead. You need to take time out your life and be in your son's life. It's sad. Do something like come on to the States for a week for him. It's hard if we would help that. It's hard, but this is how she wrote it. It's hard. I would help you if you need. He needs his dad too. It's never fair to him. When you was in the States barely seeing him and it's sad about it, you need to treat him like it's more important. Soon as
Left for Dead is crazy too. I think both of them have some dramatics in their statements towards each other or surrounding the situation. But yeah. A lot of people were saying also that when King was still living in the States, it was still that type of situation to where he wasn't with Kaiser as much as he needed to be. I don't know. Y'all got to comment and let me know.
I got that text message immediately. I texted her. I called her. As soon as I read the text message, I gave her a call. As soon as I called, ring, 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 Kaiser answered the phone. I'm like, what's up, buddy? He said, what's up, Dad? I was like, yo, where your mama? Let me talk to your mom right quick. I'm telling her, I'm like, yeah, I just received your message and I want to kind of like talk about, you know, what you said. And she basically said, like, it's really nothing to really talk about because I already kind of like said what I said through the message. She gives the phone back to Kaiser. Me and Kaiser talking. However, I even told it to him. I'm like, hey, but I just got a text message from your mama. She's saying that you said that I left you for dead and stuff. Like, that's not the case. That's not true.
I hate that he does.
I think that it, in my opinion, I believe it would have been better for Nique to have that conversation, even though she felt like she said what she said. Obviously, King had more to express, and maybe Nique just didn't want to deal with it, or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, putting the kid in the middle of the mess is kind of like, you know, I don't think that that's the best thing to do. So I know that Nique be shutting down conversations with King a lot. I know that. But at the same time, I think sometimes just taking the time to get some clarity on a situation instead of throwing the child in it or getting the child involved in it, that might be better for the two adults to actually talk about it, like two adults. Let me know what y'all think.
As a whole little, he like those subliminals. Kaiser does, he do be having stuff going on in school like any other kid. I don't think he's ever experienced a 7-year-old, 8-year-old boy. I don't even know if he really knows how Kaiser acts. I don't even know if he really knows his real personality other than speaking to him like 30 minutes, three to four times a week. So I really, like, honestly, we even all had some kids that get called home. Kaiser is working on himself. He's not going to be the perfect kid. He's not going to be anybody. But
I never came on the internet first and said anything about Kaiser school. She did a video with her and him and her mom on the channel that she took and said that she had to do something for his school. She never said what the topic was about his school. Now, me getting the information on me calling the school, figure out what's going on with my kid, due to me getting an email from the principal. I got an email, principal saying what it is. We already figured the situation out. But truth to be told, in reality of that, like, he almost got in trouble for something that's, yeah. So it's never like I came on this mug and said first. Y'all made a whole video sitting down and saying that you said that. You made it be known that you had a video. I mean, you had to tend to his school about something, and then me calling the principal and they talking to me, you didn't even show up. Your mama showed up into the conference on what they had to do, on what they was talking about. So you get on here and make it seem like you just big mama doing all these extra stuff with our kid, and you gotta go to you didn't even do that. You didn't even show up. Your mama had to handle that for you. When he told y'all, yes, I want to go move with my dad. I want to live with my dad. I want to go out here for the summer. That started there. We really was talking about the summer. We was talking about him coming back out here for the summer. And then we started to go into like, well, why I can't have him for 6 months? Oh, that's why I can't have him for a year. But you already sent him back with your mom and them in Louisiana. I ain't had no control over that. And you let that happen and all this. I've been on my son since I split from the relationship and I got my first crib on my own, like my first house. I had him a room in that mug, toys, all those things. I had all that for him when he came every time. Shit really switched, bro. When she went, soon as she chased her dream, went to Florida, reality shows, and sent him to her mama, and that's when the whole curveball, everything just switched from
I think
me.
that's true. He said he wants to be him. He wants to be here for him in different ways, which I understand that. I feel like it's important for a boy to have his father.
Right.
But I don't think you should take the son away from his mother just because you decided to move to another country. And that was just the whole gist of it.
I never said that. I never said I wanted to take him from you and bring him with me, and you never that. I never said that. I never said that because it's so possible that you can travel. Even if I had him, it's so possible for her to like travel to me, travel here. You go anywhere else, bro, and you could come here. Let him see the life. Thailand. Go to an international school. Just better him as an individual for him.
You love him some
so
Thailand.
when he get older, he got core memories. He got sisters, siblings that he should be growing up with, that he should be having a bond with, that I want him to have a bond with. But now moving forward to make things better, all I can really say with the topic was of somebody not answering the phone or something like that. Now I know, hey, he can have his phone. You can call him whenever you want on his phone. My only thing, the reason why I kind of didn't give him his phone, because of things that he was watching. The stuff that he's watching, I did not want him to be watching that for himself. Shit was crazy. And also, too, for his sisters to be watching that with him. Like, no, like, you a boy, they girls, you watching shit that's 14, 15, 16-year-olds is watching. That's crazy. So me, I'm like, okay, let's exclude the topic. Let me go ahead and just let you have your phone now. If that was the only case, because you couldn't talk to him, you can have his shit. You can have it. You can have it. Not taking it. Can he still come? Can he come back to be with that? If he's saying that's what he want to do as well. Just saying. Next topic.
I think he's just doing his yearly rant. Like his yearly rant of all talk, no action. Nothing really going. I just honestly, I don't understand it. Kaiser is an amazing, smart, young man. He definitely needs his father in his life. I think this is all because I simply asked for him to come down here and spend a week with Kaiser, and now it's been turned into this whole thing of Kaiser needs to move there permanently. It's just, I hate that it even has to be all of this. I think he's just doing his year.
I'm not doing a yearly ransom, bro. Like, if my fan base is asking me genuine questions, why can I not say something? Only thing I was doing was correcting the T-Room page that said that I wanted full custody, putting people on child support. I didn't never say that. I never said that. Never said that. I'm not going on a ransom. But it's okay for you to get on this mug, cry it out, grind it out. This, that, and the third. Go do interviews. Your ex. I don't want to talk about those people. Like, everybody made shirts.
What shirt?
People was dragging me through the dirt, the mud, but I'm getting on this bitch doing a ransom. That's not a ransom. I'm not getting on this mud doing a ransom. But like I say, I ain't gonna listen to myself. I do sound mad and aggressive, but it was because I was feeling so passionate about what I was saying and not to end the energy towards her. I wasn't talking directly to her. I wasn't talking to her. I was just saying in general because the shade room had just twisted my fucking words up. And that shit was like, bro, what the fuck? Because now you got your platform saying all these things of women and everybody saying this and attacking me and thinking this what it was. And then me knowing what I know in my head on conversations that I had that I have to keep to myself and not bring it up like that because I gotta take it to the chin as a man and just deal with it for so long. Because the conversation that me and her had, that been happening. That been happening. That didn't just happen that yesterday. That happened like maybe 2 weeks ago. Have I still been calling Kaiser to talk to him? Yes. I just called my son 2 days ago, today, yesterday, whatever, and nobody answered for me. So I have to sit here as a father and just wait till somebody call me with him or him call me himself with his own phone. Because there's another situation that happened at school that I have to talk to him about. Maybe she know, maybe she don't know. But I was going to talk to him and say, hey, bro, your teacher texted me and saying this. You got to like, woo, woo, woo. You can't do that. But I have to call as a parent, as a father, to find out details about certain things because nobody going to come to me and tell me anything. Because then you tell me, too, he's not able to make up all these decisions for himself. He's able to say, I want a second piercing in my nose. He's able to say, like, oh, well, I want to have a bullet nose piercing and I want to have all these guns. He's old enough to be like, I'm going to have a gun in my pants while I'm walking around doing all these things. Y'all always say, Kaiser very smart. He know what he be going on. He know what he's saying. Okay, he say all these things on y'all side, but what about the stuff that he tell me that I never say, come on, this motherfucker, and say, oh, Kaiser say this about what you and what you do and how it is. You don't see me doing it. That's not me pointing a finger, but it's always me pointing a finger at people always pointing a finger at me. But Kaiser has said different things, and I don't want to put him like that out there like that, but it's like, you don't see me coming at you or saying like, hey, you telling me Kaiser said you left him for dead, but you don't see me saying like, hey, Kaiser said X, Y, and Z, he's seeing what y'all doing on that side. all this shit started because somebody. All this just really started in like, yeah, like come on, man.
Crystal just moved into a new home a couple.
I just wish that a lot of this would be offline, especially when these people got kids, man. You know, like I just feel like you should handle private matters privately and stop bringing shit to the internet. Especially when you have children who, especially, they're getting old enough to actually be like, let's go online and, oh, I see my dad talking about my mom and I see my mom talking about my dad. And now, you know, I don't know what the school situation is, but now you might have a classmate be like, oh, yeah, I'll be seeing your parents fighting on the internet and going back and forth. So it's just, to me, it's a weird situation to why we're invited to the group chat. I mean, we're here for it. It's fine. It's a level of entertainment for us. But this is their real life. And so I guess that's the price they pay for fame, right?
He's saying like,
just give me the money. I don't need the fame.
Kaiser said X, Y, and Z.
A couple months ago, and he was robbed. I feel like this was definitely targeted, and why a lot of influencers don't like showing their place of residence.
Did you see him on camera? Yeah. I have footage of them on camera. I'm about to show y'all. I got footage of them. This is when they enter into the house. Like, I don't know if y'all can see it, but like this is when they entered into my house. They broke that back door. That's where it came from. They broke the back door, and they I don't know if y'all can really see it, but they ended up taking the camera down. They went in the room, and then I can see like the car, like this the car they was in. I just can't see their license plate for real, cause that's the first dude who ran out with the safe.
With the safe.
And
Crazy.
then the second dude ran out with some other shit. That's the second dude who ran out.
That's unfortunate, man. But all of that shit can be replaced. All of that stuff can be replaced. And damn, there's some sorry ass people out here. It really is. But just know, every time somebody takes from you, they get taken from 10 times more. And if you get taken from, just know that whatever was taken from you, God can replenish 10 times more. So, you know, I hope he's keeping his head up. I hope he's staying positive about the situation. That shit sucks, man. Even though it is just material things, you kind of feel like an invasion of privacy, or like even more than that. It's like you feel like, not vulnerable, but you feel like, I don't know. I guess I could say vulnerable. You know, I've been stolen from before. You know, by close niggas around me and shit. So it makes you feel like you can't trust anybody, and it also makes you feel like, I guess, like somebody fucked you with no Vaseline. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly how it feels. So I feel for Chris. I hope that, you know, he's in a okay mental state after dealing with this, man. That's tough.
All my other cameras, they took my other camera. They left one camera up because I don't think they seen that camera, but they left one camera up. Your neighbors don't have cameras. Yeah, my neighbor came out. My neighbor came out and he was helping me. He was helpful. He pulled up his footage. And what's so crazy, my neighbor, he was working out around the time that they came, but he's like, my neighbor showed the police officers like his camera footage, and you could see him working out outside. As soon as he went inside the crib, that's when they had pulled up to my crib. Like, that's when they had pulled up and shit. What was in the safe? Just documents and shit, like important documents and money that I was saving up for my kids. I gotta get a bank. I don't got banks, so I gotta put all my money, like, well, not all of it, but like my money, like the money that I had in my safe, I was saving up for my kid. And when he come out here, we go on trips, and I was gonna get him, you know, his bikes and shit, and just stuff for my kids.
You need a bank, nigga. At least one bank, Chris. You gotta get a bank, fam. I know there was a point in time to where, like, I don't know who was taking money from his account, but I think he was getting like his funds. What do you call it when, like, you owe something, whether you say you owe child support, or you owe taxes, or you owe something, student loans, and they automatically take it from your account. I believe that they were doing that with him for, I don't know, whatever reason. I could be wrong, but I believe that's why he took his money out of his accounts. And he didn't have a bank because he didn't want them to be accessing his money. But we need a bank, Chris. You know what I'm saying? We need a bank ASAP. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man.